Okay, I'm at it again. I'm going to do another video. Got a lot of information from subscribers, and I certainly appreciate the comments. I'll try and do better at this job, but actually, it's not a job, it's more of a hobby. But we've got a situation at the post office. We got the police. A patron called the police on Jason Gutter Trash, and the problem is they didn't stick around. They left before the police arrived. So if you run into one of these frauditors and you call the police on them, why leave before the police get there? Because now they don't have anything to go by. And now they're showing up to a non-call. If you do stick around for the police, ask for a 1011 or a case number. Tell them you want a copy of the report, or ask them where they can get a copy of the report. And tell them that you're going to request a copy of a report, which you won't get it right away, but you can get it later on. The thing about the report is, if you call it on, let's say, Jason Gutter Trash, for example, you'd have to say something like he's harassing you, he's picking a fight with you, he's encroaching on you, he's invading your privacy, he's trying to record personal information for personal entrepreneurship or whatever. You can say he's harassing you. He's creating a disturbance. He's bothering you for no reason. He's provoked, there's a lot of things you can say to give the cops ammunition so they can look up something in a statute. But if you ask for a 1011, now they got to get his name for the report. And you tell the cop, look, I'm going to ask for a report later on. Who do I call and what do I do? And by doing that, you're going to generate a report, which they're going to need his name and his son's name. And we probably know a lot about him now. Now, this is something that came up that somebody sent. It's called the Free Speech Project. I'm not going to read it for you, but it talks about Jason Gutterman, and it says key players. Now, this is the most important part. And I am not going to read it to you, okay? Because, well, you're going to have to read this for yourself. This answers a lot of questions, and it's very disturbing. And this guy is worse than I thought he was. I mean, I thought he was bad on his own. But so if you were to look up the Free Speech Project, and I guess this is produced by... I don't know. It was October 2020, then December 2020. Anyway, the part that really makes the most sense in defining this guy, Jason Gutterman, is the paragraph called Key Players. There is a reason why I am not going to read it. Okay, but it does talk about, it mentions things about him. And it's very disturbing, and that's why I don't want to read it, okay? And so this is something you're going to have to unfortunately, you're going to have to look it up yourself, And so if you want to know what it says, you're just going to have to look it up. But anyway, the thing is, when you call a policeman on these frauditors, it doesn't do any good if you just leave before the police arrive. And that's what happened in this situation that I'm going to be referring to. It just doesn't do any good. It's a terrible thing. And if you do stick around, ask for a 1011. That's a case number. And they're going to need his name and information for that report. Okay, so anyway, this site here is, December 2020, and it's the Free Speech Project. Apparently, he lived in Parker, Colorado. His birth date, I get two different bits of information. One is 7 December, and the other is 17 December, and it's both was 1969. Okay, but anyway, what happens is when you leave after calling the police is something like this.
force with you, maybe friends and family or whatever. So I'm not asking you to blow anybody's life up, but just have the conversation with them if you see anybody doing something that they shouldn't be doing. How you doing, officer?
All right.
Doing well. Can I just ask name and badge number so I know who was here, please?
It's right there.
It's right there?
Yep.
Is that what you tell the judge? It's right there?
Yep.
What if I can't read? It's dark in here. My glasses are dark.
For real.
Varela. And badge number, sir? Which is not right there?
What's going on?
Can I get your badge number, sir?
There was a complaint that they were harassing somebody. I guess they already left.
Varela, don't ruin a good thing because this officer is exemplary.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't want to tell you he should have your job. So can I just have your badge number, please?
Anyway,
You're not going to give me your badge
do
number.
they don't have a problem with them here? Then why are we here?
I was just chatting.
Have a good day.
That's my question. And you really just don't want to give me your badge number? So
796.
yeah, was that so hard?
No, it's
Thank
not
you, sir. I
hard.
appreciate you.
If they don't mind that they're here, then what are we here for?
Well, you gentlemen have a good day, and on a human level, sincerely, stay safe.
Okay.
And I would say, how do you pronounce your name again, sir?
Tonight.
Tenai. Keep an eye on this guy. He's one of the ones I was talking about.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Been doing this for quite a while.
Well, maybe it's time to hang up the hat there, buddy.
Okay, he goes in and harasses the postal clerks.
Said, hold on a minute.
Maybe I missed it. Communication and open dialogue solves a lot of problems, and that's all we're looking for.
It surely does.
Yep.
It surely does.
And this is just an exercise of rights. I think you know what we're doing.
Correct.
Right?
And you know, if people just cooperate.
It is. That's all. This is my son. Between the citizenry and law enforcement, part of what we do is try to close that. And I don't mean to give you a hard time, is it, Sarge?
Yeah.
I don't mean to give you a hard time, man, but you know what?
See my badge number right up here.
You know what?
His badge number was on full display, as was his name. Gutter trash was causing trouble. The supervisor did the right thing. Okay, if there's not a problem, then why are we here? And the other policeman said, yeah, the person who called left before we got here. So, yeah, that's what the police are going to do. If you don't give them anything there's no reason for them to hang around.
But I really didn't see that, I swear to you. But you know what? I'll tell you something. Right now, there's a big gap between the citizenry and law enforcement. Part of what we do is try to close that
Why
gap.
is there a gap?
People hate you guys out there. Some of them love you, some of them hate you. And we're trying to, you guys need some good PR.
We do.
And that's part of what we're doing, man. We're trying, I can't make you look good or bad. I can just memorialize what you choose to do, right? But we're hoping to make you guys look good and allow you to look good because I was just try out for them.
Well,
because you know what?
On my shift, they are.
Like I said, bad guys get the good guys hurt.
I understand.
You know, just like there's guys on YouTube that go out there and make fools of themselves and put me in a bad situation because some officers expect me to be that guy.
Yeah.
So you know we all gotta talk it
Them
out.
guys just want to be confrontational and get you to do something.
And I don't want that at all. I want the opposite.
Right.
I want us to walk away feeling like we accomplished something here today. Walk away as better men.
Oh, yeah.
That's all it's about. All right, guys. So
y'all
you know
have a
what?
good afternoon,
Hopefully
man.
this all gave us reason to pause and think and do better tomorrow.
Okay.
But you've done outstanding. I'm very impressed by you, and I thank.
And he goes back in the post office again.
Yeah.
Feels sterile. Yeah.
It feels like my apartment.
Now what are we going to do about the palm trees?
We have all those dead palm trees.
That's a shame.
Yeah. But it'd be good to be in the palm tree business.
If anybody's going to start replacing.
I'm fast forwarding.
No.
Register an address. What's going on with the address?
We have a new construction home and counter, please.
Buy a stamp, ma'am. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Glad to hear it. Is that one of the forever stamps?
Yes, sir. All
Very
our
good.
stamps are forever.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Please don't put the camera up here on the counter, please.
I'm not putting the camera on the counter.
You have your camera on?
Do I have it on? Yes, ma'am. That's why the lights are flashing on the phone. Yeah. Oh my God. I feel very threatened. Do I seem like a threatening guy?
They need to go. Because they're filming right there on top of everything else that I have, that's got private stuff up there.
There's no private stuff in the public post office lobby.
What are you talking about? But they want to get a new address. I'll tell them Mary.
I'm just trying to buy a stamp and y'all can get me out of your hair.
All right, come on.
Thank you, sir.
How many stamps you trying to
Just one. Is the postmaster here?
Yes, give me 1 second.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate you.
So then you're a single citizen?
Yeah, this is our second house, so it won't be our primary address at all.
Okay, so I got 1, 2, a second.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll take the receipt with that, please, sir. She's the one violating postal rules and regulations and worried about what I'm doing.
Okay, what he was complaining about is two of the postal employees took their cameras out and were filming Jason Gutter Trash and his son Pigpen. He doesn't like it when people film him, okay? And he's saying, no, they shouldn't do that. They can't do that because they're employees, and he's raising hell because they were recording him. So when you record him, he doesn't like it, but he feels free to violate people's rights and gather personal information. The post office is not enforcing the regulations, and that's to their discredit. And this guy is gathering personal information and complaining when people film him, and that's exactly what he's doing. He also said he's there to bridge the gap. No, he's not. Okay, and everywhere he goes, there's a confrontation, but it's always somebody else's fault.
So yeah, we're not trying to give everybody a hard time. My name's Jason. Okay, this is my son Ben. And what we're doing is, I'm going to tell you what we're doing, just because I don't want to leave you guys worried about anything. I don't know who was here previously, but I'm not that person. What we've been doing is, for the past 18 months, we've been traveling the United States in defense of our Constitution. It's our rights that we're... So this is an exercise of rights under the First Amendment. We just come in, we buy a stamp, we document our transaction, and we leave. I'm not looking to create any disturbance. I'm not looking to scare anybody, ruffle anybody's feathers. As a matter of fact, the opposite. I'm going to leave here feeling a little upset if that young lady's upset.
She's very upset right now. She's feeling very threatened. So I will calm her down. My name is Arthur. I am the postmaster here.
Oh, you are the postmaster. Well, thank you very much, Arthur, and I appreciate you. And I really sincerely don't want anyone to feel upset, and I think the best way to remedy that is for you to just have the conversation with them. And if she still chooses to be upset, then that's a personal choice, and I can't, you or I can't do anything about that. But it's not our intention to ruffle anybody's feathers. I don't want to leave anybody in a bad way, and I feel like it was my obligation to come explain to you what we were doing, just to try to do whatever I could do to quell that.
Yes, sir.
And that's all it is. This is my son. I'm not
All right, no problem.
traveling the country. We just logged 31,000 miles in 18 months driving around the country, visiting post offices, FBI's, buildings, jails. There must have been some other situation here that put these people in this mode. Like I said, leaving here and leaving this a better place, and leaving everyone in a better situation, which I hope we did here today, sincerely. So that's it. I mean, it speaks for itself. I guess that's going to wrap it up. And on that note, I always like to invite you, if you would like to support.
And he wants money, and he's begging for money and subscriptions and stuff like that. Okay, the big thing I would encourage people to do is look up that the free, basically, what was it called? The Free Speech Project, which mentioned Jason Gutterman. Key players is the most critical paragraph there. But, yeah, there he is, causing some more trouble. Of course, he says he's not going to, but this guy is evidently a lot worse than I expected. I will also add that he used to be a manager of some type of a seedy motel in New York. He managed for about a year. It had 20 units, one of those places that the meth heads would refer to as a crystal palace. People that stay there, transient, people that are, they look at those guys and say, oh, those guys at Hope Motel 6 are so uppity. Okay, he had like, and this is according to what people are giving me, he had 61 major fire violations, violating the fire code. Evidently, he rectified 4 of those violations, and then after that, he told the fire inspectors to, kick rocks and toodaloo, off you go. And he doesn't work there anymore. He did live in Parker, Colorado, although his driver's license says South Dakota. I guess he's living in a trailer now. I mean, and he's traveling all across the country. I don't know where he lives or anything like that, but this guy may be in your area. Hopefully you won't come across him, but if you do, definitely call the police and ask for a 1011. The more I find out about him, the worse he is. Okay. Anyway, I'm sharing information. I appreciate your comments. Anyway, hopefully we can, work together, share information, and help each other out.
What we do, and you enjoy our videos and you value